What's going on, swim fans? In today's video, we're breaking down Caeleb Dressel's world record in the 100-meter butterfly. He swam a 47.78, absolutely blazing. And in this video, we're gonna watch the full race uninterrupted. Then we're gonna rewatch the video. I'm gonna break down some of the stroke fundamentals and see exactly how he was able to swim so fast and some other characteristics that make him the fastest butterflyer of all time. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start the race. Here we are, the guy we are watching, Caeleb Dressel, right there in lane 3. Keep an eye on him. He's in the water, he's fast, he's already ahead of the lead. I mean, absolutely insane. This guy's a monster. He has the best start in the world, he has the best underwaters in the world. He goes ahead and touches way ahead of the field, about 10 seconds out in the first 25 butterfly, and really he is just head and shoulders ahead of everyone. No one's even close to him. He touches the wall in 22:38. Whoo, what a beast. I think the pad actually was 22.4, but 22 midsection, and he's challenged there by Tom Shields and Chad Leclos up in the lane ahead of him, but he's able to maintain his lead the entire race. No one can come close to this guy. He's pushing the underwaters 10 to 12 meters every single wall and not breathing into the finish. Look at him go, 47.78. Caeleb Dressel, you now have the world record in the short course and long course butterfly. Look at the celebration. Dang, he's so pumped up. Oh my God. You know it's a good race when the athlete sits on the lane line and has to show the world how amazing they are. Let's go ahead and break this down. How did he go so fast? Here we go. Start from the start. Remember, he's right there in that gold color cap for the Cali Condors. Underwaters, we're gonna go ahead and just put this in slow motion actually. I want you guys to see where he's at relative to the rest of the field and where his breakout stroke is. Actually popping up pretty early relative to the rest of the field. So if you look at it, right, he's popping up, at about 12 meters, and Caeleb Dressel has the best start in the world and the best underwaters. He could easily push this a little bit further. Now we're gonna actually see how many strokes he took. He actually only took, I believe, 5 strokes on this first length. Let's count them out, put it in full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He only takes 5 strokes on that first 25. When he broke the world record in the 100 IM going 49.2, he took 6 strokes, so he pushed it a little bit harder. Now on the second 25, he took 6 strokes. And then on the third 25, we'll count them here, count them with me. Count the strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit long into these turns. He could probably clean that up, but still 6 strokes, pretty amazing. And I believe he comes in here at the end. 1, 2, 3, forward momentum, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No breath there at the end. So pretty amazing, pretty consistent all the way through. Let's go ahead and break down some of these stats. And I think this is going to be really important for you guys to see how he was able to break this down. Here you got some action shots. Whoo! What a champ. We're going to annotate on this one because this one looks so cool. All right, so let's break down the split. So he went a 47.78, and the way he was able to go that world record, by the way, he now holds the fastest time in the 100 in yards with a 42.8. Now in short course meters and long course meters, he took this out in a 22.4, 22.38, 22.4, somewhere in there, and he was back in a 25.3. Now, as you can see, the split differential there is only about 2.9 seconds. That's almost perfect. World-class butterflyers, guys especially at this level, are anywhere from 2.7 to 3.2 seconds. So he's right there in the mix of things. Now, the old world record was by Chad Leclos. Chad, if you guys remember him and Michael Phelps for that incident, he went a 48.08. He was actually in this race as well, but Dressel took him down. And he split that with a 22.59, back in a 25.49, I believe. And so as you can see, Dressel was able to not only go out faster, but he was able to come back significantly faster and have so much speed on that second half. Is pretty amazing. I'm really excited to see what Caeleb Dressel can do in the long course version in the Olympics next year, but also if he just swims this race, nailing his walls. Let's go ahead and watch the walls again because, that's one of the things that I noticed immediately. He was pretty long, only taking 5 strokes, not really pushing the underwater. He probably could have still taken 5. Look at that floater wall. Let's go back there. I mean, look at this. Like, it's just floating into the wall. If you guys missed it, he's right here. and he just floats into the wall. I mean, that right there is probably 0.2, if he has a little bit more pop, a little bit more explosive. When he went the 42.8, right, 42.8 in short course yards, he was able to go out, I believe, in 19.9, and he was really sharp off of the turns. As you can see him right here, he was, you know, he was stretched out and long, but he was long into the turns. Every single wall, he floated into it. And so in butterfly and short course swimming especially, breaststroke and fly, when you're doing an open turn, you want to be in and out of the wall as quickly as possible. And actually, Caeleb Dressel is the fastest person in the world to be able to do this. But he didn't really do it here. It didn't really matter. He was still the first man to go sub 48 in this race. And not only did he go sub 48 and sat on the lane line like a champ, he did this in a, you know, almost a dual meet format ISL championships in Budapest, Hungary, where you're racing back to back to back. So when you see the technique, I'm gonna go ahead and actually pause it right here on this picture. Beautiful image. You can see what's happening right now. His eyes are looking down, and if we could see from the other side of his body, because his head, and it looks like he either just took a breath or is about to breathe, but basically you want the middle of your head kind of be at the surface level. It looks like he's a little higher. He's either breathing. Ideally, you know, all of this is actually underneath the surface of the water. This is probably after he took a breath, or right before taking the breath. And so what you notice is the arms are pretty much straight, right? This is on the recovery. His hands are very comfortable. They look relaxed, but they are stiff when they hit the water and he's grabbing the water. The arms are recovering very easily, right? That's how they're coming back. They're coming forward, but you can see the lift that's happening on the arms. And then he's really gonna press his body forward. He's pressing his chest forward, and that pressing the chest down is what allows the hips to go up. We can't see it at this angle. But this is such a great image right here, if I take off all the drawings, just to see, you know, what that line looks like, and that's what you should aspire to do. You should aspire to have, you know, a certain distance between your arms and the surface of the water. It looks like it's a lot right here. He's sprinting, he's generating a lot of power, a little bit more up and down movement. Ideally, the distance between, you know, your arms and the surface of the water is just a few centimeters. You know, less than half a meter for sure. Caeleb Dressel's a big guy. He's over 6 feet tall. So, you know, the distance right here that we're talking about is, you know, just a few centimeters. You know, this is the sharpest point, meaning that you have the most resistance. But if you kind of space out and you look at where the hands are at, you can kind of see a little bit more distance. And really, you want to keep your arms flat. So if you take nothing away from this video other than the fact that Caeleb Dressel is a machine, it's that you want to be really consistent in not only your stroke count, but also in timing the walls, because in short course swimming, it's incredibly important. And even someone like Caeleb Dressel won a 47.7, breaking the world record, first man under 48 seconds, there's still areas for him to improve. And I would argue that his 42.8 short course yards race is more impressive than this 47.7. I really believe that if he were to equivalent that 42.8 race, he'd probably be about 47.3, 47.4, if not faster. Again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We're all entitled to our own opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Caeleb Dressel obliterating the world record. We have tons more analysis videos on this channel, so make sure you check him out. His 50 free, his 100 IM, other athletes from not only the ISL championships, but other stroke analysis videos where we go in detail looking at the stroke technique from multiple angles to see how you can learn from that and improve and apply to your own stroke. And finally, if you guys are new to My Swim Pro, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to join the My Swim Pro global community right there on Facebook. It's a private group. Request to join. It'll be linked in the description below. We have thousands of swimmers from all over the world who are passionate about swimming faster and smarter than ever before. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure you check out that link, join the group, and if you haven't already downloaded the My Swim Pro app, make sure you download the My Swim Pro app so you can swim faster and smarter than ever before. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy swimming and have a great day.